The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Washington football team. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming the carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. He'll fire this deep from Gallup. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's a handoff to Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Haskins to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They go play action with Haskins. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They find Swift out of the backfield. And they let this well upfield across the 45.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And it's really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
On 1st down, Swift. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now it's Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Haskins. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Here's Haskins to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line.
That was a beautiful executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back to the running game with Swift. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Now it's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And some room to run now. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 35-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D-lineman to make the play.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Gibson. And he is in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Haskins throw taken in by Hawkinson here. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Throwing again on second down. Haskins. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On play action, Haskins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now Haskins. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Haskins back to the air. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, but sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now Wentz on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On play action, Wentz. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. A final shot before half for Wentz. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block it? Who's going to tackle it? But in this case, to me, it's turnover. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit to tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Gibson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Get ready. Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington.
Let's go.
Terry McLaurin. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Play action. Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back. He's trailing here in the second half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Under pressure, they got him again. Haskins not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for this. Now on 4th. Whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
But he certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throw with Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. Big connection on that one. 36 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackle down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd and 2, Haskins. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. The 40, the 30, the 20, 10. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, one thing comes to mind is always remember, traffic.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The point after is good, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Haskins eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Haskins will throw. Well, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he is into the end zone for the Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has them up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Haskins. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Haskins going to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the pressure. Gets to Haskins, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw, Haskins. They'll get that complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete on the deep ball. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. That's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. This one taken in by Cephas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Oh, boy. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Quintez Cephas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Accelerating, and off he goes.
There's an excitement. And instead it gets picked up. How about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Get the snap off here. This is going to back him up halfway. Wentz to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Julian Okwara able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, They need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He rifles one, it's intercepted. Kicked by Kenneth at the 35-yard line. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe trite, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
So